Everyone, hello. Welcome to Tuesday Training. I'm Jacqui Duran, your tribe member, future sponsor, your current upline, your networking Scentsy partner. Total hot mess. That's me. I come to you every single week with a brand new training on Tuesday because Tuesdays just seem to kind of go hand in hand with training. Why is that? Scentsy does it too. If you are a new consultant or newer consultant to Scentsy, or even if you're not, and maybe you just don't know, every single Tuesday, not only does Jacqui come to you, but Scentsy Corporate also comes to you with an amazing training call. And all of those are saved. They are presented by different leaders within the Scentsy organization. So some could be directors, some might be star directors, some might be superstar directors. They may have had like superstar consultants or something before. I don't know. Do some of them, but they kind of pick different topics for different weeks. But the really great thing is, like I said, they do save all of them. You can find those when you go to your workstation. And if you're on PC version, of course, in the very upper toolbar, you will see where you can click on where it says like pay portal and things like that. It says training center up there. Click on that and it will say, do you want to explore existing content or sign up for new content that is to come? So like you can technically sign up for next Tuesday's training call. And then that way what it does when you do that, when you sign up in advance, it actually sends you an email. So then that way you have that nice little reminder. Oh yeah, it's Tuesday, it's training day. And then you can either remember to log on live or just remember usually between 24 to 48 hours after Tuesday, after they do the training call, they will upload it to the workstation. Sometimes I've seen it quicker, sometimes I've seen it slower. So what I normally recommend is usually by Thursday, definitely by Friday, that content is uploaded. And what's really great is they do these conference calls. They're technically a conference call, but the majority of the time they will put like a PowerPoint spread. I wanted to say spread show, slideshow. I have been working too many hours. I think my brain is fried. A slideshow, a PowerPoint presentation. And then you're able to kind of follow along depending again on what the topic is. So they may be sharing just ideas that they're doing. It may be actual training. Sometimes it's on the workstation. Sometimes it's in different applications. So things like that. So anything that they do there, you'll be able to watch. So if you want to watch it live, or you can just listen if you'd rather just listen. And then sometimes, again, depending on the topic, they'll include maybe a handout or a flyer, usually a tool or a resource for you to use that they're talking about during the call. And 9 times out of 10, they will make that file available. So if they if they do happen to be talking about something and maybe the person presenting is like, yes, I use this sheet and this is how I do it and blah, 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 blah. Usually someone will be on the call and asking, saying, hey, can you make this available? And they make it available. They're really good to us. So they are, we share in Scentsy. So if one of us is presenting or talking about different things, different topics, then we try and make those files available. So what I'm also going to do today, because today I am talking about running your Scentsy business as your own CEO. So I'm going to share with you some of the ways that I keep myself organized. And so there's going to be one sheet on here that I'm going to talk about. And I will actually I was just thinking on the drive home, because you don't have a whole lot of time to plot out my training videos that I do like this. So on my way home during my decompress from the JOB on the way to go get the little miss from school is like my quality thinking time. So that whole 15 minutes is spent really thinking and driving. And so I thought, well, how can I make this best available? So I'm going to try and put this document out there on my public Google Drive. So I will be linking that in the comments on my YouTube channel. So if you're watching this live, I know some of you are. I can see some of you out there. Hello, hello. So what you want to do is catch me back on YouTube. I'm going to try and get this up later this evening. So after I cook dinner, after I get everything kind of settled in the house, I'll get this uploaded. And I'll put the link here in the YouTube in the comments. So then that way you guys can come back and grab that if you want it. I want to try and make it available to you. I think by putting it on my public Google Drive shared folder, you guys should be able to grab it from there. If we have issues, then I'll work it out then. But I'm pretty sure that will work. So I'm going to go for that for now. All right. So again, this week, my goodness, I don't know about you guys, but this week is completely running away from me. I felt like a little bit of a head cold, or maybe it's allergies. I don't know at this point. I just kind of gave up in trying to diagnose myself. But it is the 12th. It's 12th of April. I just dropped my phone. Luckily, I've got plenty of protection on it, so it's fine. It has survived its trauma of being dropped. Excuse me for the sniffling, like I said. I'm something. Don't know if it's allergies. Don't know if it's just a cold, whatever it is. It's just annoying and it's in my way. I got a lot going on at the JOB. I'm preparing for a new staff member to join my team, so I'm getting everything prepared for that. And then we're going through a lot of organizational changes, so I'm getting that all prepared. I feel like all I do all day long is just prepare agendas and meeting minutes all day long. All day long. All day long. I literally go from like one meeting to another. It's crazy. It's crazy. So as you can imagine, working in that kind of an atmosphere, I don't get a whole lot of time to look at my phone during the day. Sometimes that means when I happen to be riding the elevator down to the first floor to the cafeteria so I can get a refill on my Dr. Pepper. So when I'm in the elevator, what do? I do a quick check-in. I will hop on Facebook as quick as I can. I will scroll through my team page, scroll through my Uplands page very quickly, and if I can answer anybody, I will answer anybody. That's truly how my day goes. And I want to say, oh yeah, I do it on my lunch break. I used to be able to have lunch breaks. You think I eat during the day? I totally do not eat during the day. Horrible health habits to get into. So do as I say, don't do as I do. I'm not a role model when it comes to healthy eating and living. So I work for a health system. I'm just going to put that out there. Today we're talking about getting organized. So speaking of organization, who better to help you get organized than the woman who runs around with like a chicken with her head cut off every single week? And I still run my business. I have a team of 31 people, and I'm the first one to admit it is challenging to make sure that I am keeping up and touching everybody on my team. A lot of those are my front line, and I could run the report or look at the report that I ran this morning. I have started running reports on a daily basis. You guys are following along on this journey. I'm still going to be doing the web series of my journey to director. Wow, my hair was just totally standing up. Sorry for that craziness that just occurred. I'm going to be doing a web series of my journey to director. So if any of you who are kind of like me in that middle ground, you're one step away from director and you're working towards it, I'm going to share my journey. I'm going to share my experience with all of you because I love you and you're my tribe. And I feel that we're close enough now that you guys won't judge me and you won't look bad upon me because I don't eat lunch during the day because I don't make time to go eat lunch. I really hope my mom doesn't watch these. Then we get a text about how I need to eat. It'll be a whole guilt trip too. Anyway, so as I'm going along, sorry, I'm getting distracted. So I'm doing my journey to director, but along with that, I'm also participating. Did Jacqui not have enough projects this week? Let's take on another one. I took on a project that my superstar director, Tracy DeMario, an amazing, fabulous woman who truly has it all together. I have absolutely no idea how this woman keeps it all together, but miraculously, she does. I'm in awe. So in trying to work my journey to director, I have been going along and I have made it a point to begin running a daily report, a performance report on my downline. Because a couple of weeks ago, and I think I kind of shared this with you guys last week or maybe even the week before, I've kind of started this reboot in my business again, trying to push myself to director. What can I do to better my business and get myself up to that next level? That's where I'm at. And so I got in touch with my director, trying to figure out different ways. I'm like, how in the world do you keep up with all your team members? I feel like I'm so out of touch. Like when people are hitting their 15-day marks and their 70-day marks, I wanted to be there for those things and encouraging them on. And, you know, if they happen to not be my direct front line, but somebody on my team sponsored them, so they're like a third generation person, you know, how do I make sure that those people are on track and getting the information that they need? I worry about things like that. I spend sleepless nights and no lunch hours worrying about things like this because I have anxiety and I'm anxiety girl, and give me something to have anxiety about and I'll do it. So that is one of the things that I had anxiety about was, oh my gosh, how, you know, I feel like I'm so out of touch with my team. I feel like I don't have a handle on where everybody is. So my director said, hey, start with the basics, go back to running a report. So I run my reports. That's how I keep up. So every single day, I log onto my workstation first thing in the morning. And when you log onto your workstation, you can go to the performance tab, and that's where you can click on start a leadership report, and you can run that. So it doesn't matter if it's just you and one other person, or if it's you and like me, you've got a team of 31 people. You're going to get a report of everybody under you. And there is a button when you run that report, and it says export to Excel. And that's what I do. I click on that button, and what it does is it opens up Excel, and it puts it in an Excel spreadsheet for me. So every day of the month, I've set this up as a large workbook in Excel. So every single day that I run the report, it has a new tab. So each tab is dated by day, and it has that report on it. And then what I do is I will look at the previous day's sheet, so I can look at yesterday's numbers and go, oh, look, Whitney went from $212 to over $300. So she's now hit another threshold. So I will highlight it then. So then I know, okay, Whitney hit another threshold. I can do a quick, team shout out motivation. Woohoo, way to go. And then move on down the line and still keep in touch with everybody. So that has helped me dramatically into working that into my daily routine. Another thing that I am working on, which is what I said I would share with you guys on my public Google Drive. I think I started to talk about it and I probably lost track of where I was. I took on another project. So my superstar director, wow, it's a look at this. I look like a crazy woman. I'm sitting. I ended the day with a really bad meeting. I have this IT team who's supposed to be doing this big build for me, and none of my deadlines are met. So I'm really stressed out about it. That's how I ended my day. So excuse me if I'm a little flustered. I'm still getting over that. Okay, so my superstar director, every year she does a training program, and she calls it Leadership University. So this is the third time that she's done it. I did it. I don't know if it was the official first time, but I did another training program that she offered a year or two ago. So I did that, but I'm back and enrolled. Sorry, I feel like I'm wiping my nose a lot. It's gross. I'm so sorry for being gross. Anyway, so the first week of this, each week we're assigned teams. We have different projects that we're working on. Again, everything business focused. So it's helping us to bring our business into track, how to focus on that, keep our goals close, know what we're working towards every single month, every single week, being able to touch and really expand and build our businesses as we're working. So one of the things that she uses and she gave to us is what is called an action sheet. And I just put washi tape on mine just because I like to be colorful. I like colorful things. Like I explained to my superstar director, I made it colorful because it makes me look at it. It makes me happy when I look at it. So I want to look at it. But this action sheet is great because you guys know me well enough by now. I use a planner. I use my phone. I also use my Outlook calendar as well. So I use a couple different mediums. I mainly have been trying to focus on the planner, but I found that this action plan was really nice because at first I was like, oh my gosh, I just got myself out of the paper world and went all electronic. And I'm going to go back to paper. I'm going to share this blank template with all of you. This is what the blank template looks like. Just this action sheet. And what it does is it actually gives 6 most important things to do. So you can list out the 6 most important things for you to do. Up here is the space for the day. I'm doing mine by the week. You can do it by the day. I mean, if you want to do a new action sheet every single day, you could to help keep you on track. This is for me for the week. That's how I'm plotting mine out, okay? This week's goal. So you can put it in black and white right there on this page what your goal is for the week. Because every week, I want you guys to try and focus on a goal. What do I really want to accomplish this week? Do I want to work on closing a bag party or a basket party? Do I want to book a party this week? Do I want to try and recruit someone? Maybe I've got somebody who's been sitting on the fence for a while and I want to have a talk with them about joining my team. Maybe I want to have a phone call about that. That would be my goal. I want to really talk to Joanne and talk to her about the opportunity and make that a goal so I can make sure that I get it done, okay? Doesn't have to be something outlandish, doesn't have to be the huge goal, right? Remember we talked about that, setting smaller goals. My big goal is obviously to continue to promote a director and a star director and a superstar director, but I can't do that overnight, can I? So I have to make smaller goals and able to reach those goals. So the little ways that I can do that are going to be booking parties, talking about the business opportunity, things like that that are physically making me work my business. It also has spaces here for customer follow-up calls, leads, potential hostesses, current hostesses, recruits, new recruits, written correspondence, catalogs, and packets that are to be mailed, errands for the day, callbacks for the day, and there's a spot out here, down here at the bottom for business to-dos and then team to-dos. So I'm going to put this up out there. There's also a second page, and it gives a spot so you can do, like, if you're making those phone calls, you can actually write down those people's information so you could have it back there. Again, I'm going more electronic, so everything's still on my phone. So it's kind of how I'm looking at this list, but then I'm looking at my phone to get the contacts. Does that make sense? So anyway, I'm going to try and share this. So if you guys would feel that this resource might help you guys stay organized and stay on track with your business, golden. If you are on my direct team, by the way, this is going to be in our files section in our Facebook fan page. So you can get it that way as well. You don't have to worry about coming back here to the YouTube. All right, next, as promised, there is an app. Oh yeah, there's an app. There's an app for everything nowadays, right? But there is an app that I have started using, and I have really become accustomed to it. It is called Remember the Milk. What is Remember the Milk? Remember the Milk, again, it's a free app. Basically, what this app does is it helps keep you organized. Remember how I've talked about previously in the past how I schedule my week. Every day has a different theme, right? That helps me touch a piece of my business every single day, every single week, right? So it's a well-oiled little machine happening every single week. Everything's getting touched. Everything is getting worked. It's a fantabulous time to have everything working and coexisting together. But I spend a lot of time creating reminders on my phone to do certain things. And I create those reminders when it pops into my head at the moment, right? It's like, oh, yeah, I was talking to Cindy earlier today, and when we were messaging back and forth, she talked about, she wanted to know if I could send her a sample in a catalog. Oh, I need to remember to do that. And so very quickly, I'd pull up my reminders and I'd put in, set an alarm, and I would put, make sure to send samples and a catalog to Cindy. And it would ding at me at like 10 o'clock at night, because that's usually, when I actually have free time. That was great. And it works. It's fine. It wasn't optimal, right? It wasn't optimal for what I was looking for. So I went on a search. I am your tech girl, right? I love my apps. I love my computers. I love my techie gadget stuff. I like to have all that stuff. So I frequently will go through, I'm an Apple girl, so I go to the Apple store and I will look through like their newer apps, or I'll look through top rated apps, things like that. This one happens to be a free app, but you can upgrade it to a pro version actually fairly reasonably. If I remember correctly, I'm still on the free version because I'm trying it out. Remember, when it comes to these bigger apps like this, I will get the free version. I will try it out for a while. I will use it. If I like it and it's working for me and making a difference for me, whether it's a personal app or whether it's a business app, I will always try the free version first and then upgrade to the paid version. This is my tip from me to you for everything. Okay. Don't just jump off the bat, just start throwing money at people. You want to make sure the app's really going to work for you. So that's where I'm at. I'm currently in the stage of really testing this guy out and making sure that it's going to work for me and seeing if I really, truly want to upgrade. Like I said, it's fairly reasonable. I want to say it's like $39 for the whole year, which in the big scheme of things, it's not too shabby. It's not too shabby if this truly is going to work for me. So I don't know about that yet, but that's where I'm at. The free version is wonderful, though, because you get a lot of options with it. I think I was going to try and I don't like try and do it from here, but I don't think it's going to work that well. So I'm going to hop on over. I'm going to do a screen share with you really quick because remember the milk. Again, it's an app. You can get it in the Android store or the Apple store for free and download that to your phone. It's basically a to-do list. You can create tasks and things like that. You can set reminders for when they're due. You can check them off when they're completed. It's really helping me stay on track so far. So I'm liking it. But again, I like the free version. The free version has everything I need. So, oh my gosh, I am totally a hot mess today. Wow. I apologize. You see what work does to me? Okay. Let us do a screen share very quickly. Ooh. I didn't actually click on it. Thank goodness. Oh, maybe I did. Where's my screen share? There it is. Wow. Okay. Let's hop over here. All right. Here we go, guys. Here we go. So remember the milk. Remember the milk. It is an app, but like I said, you can go on the web and you can have a beautiful web version, as you see here. Just go to www.rememberthemilk.com. You can sign up for free. You can link it to your Facebook, what have you. I really like this for a lot of different reasons. So I'm just going to kind of highlight at a very high level here what we've got going on, because there's tons of tutorials out there. If you guys really get into this, play around with it, have some fun with it, at least try it out, see what it feels like for you. Maybe this can be helpful. But what you can do is you can actually set up tasks for each day. So as you can see, here are my tasks. So these are from a couple of days ago. So this one I actually did. So I'm going to mark that. Oops, I'm going to mark that. And I did that. So, how do I complete it from here? That's awesome. I actually haven't used the web version yet. Oh, this is sad. Okay, let's get off of this. Let's not do this. Let's not do that right now. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to confuse everybody out there. So what you can do is, again, you can set up tasks to do for your day, right? This is really, really great. And what you can do, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set a task. Let's see here. Gosh. Okay. Yeah, see, I haven't done it from the web version. Nope, I definitely want that. So let's go back. Okay. Oh, it was right there in front of me. Add a task. It's much easier from the phone. Okay, so my task is going to be, I'm going to say upload the action plan form to the public Google Drive folder. Okay. What you see down here are options to set your task. So you can add a due date. I'm going to go ahead and add a due date. I'm going to say I want it due today, right? I want that to happen today. My next one is add a start date. Well, my start date is today. It could be another day if I was working on something else. I can make it a different priority. So you can see you got high, medium, low. I'm going to put this as a high priority. Here, it will say I can add it to a list. Okay, so I can add it to a list if I wanted to. I can make this reoccurring every day, every week, every month, blah, blah, blah. I can add a location if this happened to be somewhere else. I could actually put an estimate as to how long I think it will take me to complete it. And then what I really think is cool, now obviously I just have myself and I have my husband set up so far, but you could actually add a new contact. Now this is where it comes in, where if your team members actually have this app, you can add them as a contact, and maybe you want to do a challenge with your team. So you could actually set up a challenge, whatever it may be, create a task, and send it to somebody on your team, which I thought was really, really cool. So in this case, I don't need to send this to my husband. He does not care or have any idea how to upload anything to my Google Drive. So I've got this here. Now I am ready to create. So I'm just going to click add task. So it was added. So you can see as we come down here, and I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's kind of hidden by a window for me, but it says upload the action plan right there, right? So it's down there. It tells me as I'm highlighted over it, you know, how long it's going to take me, things like that. It tells me how many things I've got due today, how many things are overdue, and that just means I haven't marked them complete yet. So you'll see I can actually set these tasks out. So what do we have going on for tomorrow? Oh, I got to pay my Google Fiber bill. So I did, like I said, I played around with this. So on Saturday, this is what I mainly did. And I put it out again until basically till today. Just so I could kind of set things up and kind of get myself on the right track of getting with this system. So I thought that was really nice. You can create a smart list here. So if it includes the word Scentsy or something like that, it will automatically pull to this file. So you can actually put different parameters in. So as I create tasks, it will assign it to a certain smart list if I need to. So you can see everything that I've got that is just related to Scentsy, because that means I've put it in the actual Scentsy, I've put it in the title. So everything that says Scentsy winds up in this list, and then it gives me the date that it was due or will be due. That's for my day job. That's for my family. Those are my bills. That would probably be that Google Fiber bill that's due tomorrow. Let's look. Yep, haha, because it has the word bill. See? That's how it came up on my smart list. But otherwise, you can go to your inbox. You can go to all tasks. You can just look at today's stuff. It is going to show you the stuff from previous days if you haven't yet clicked on them to say completed. So as you can see, I haven't actually marked these as completed yet. So because I haven't marked them as completed, they're not going to show that way. So, oh, look, there it is right there. Complete. Oh, and look, you get a nice little counter over here. I completed a task. So if you're one of those people who likes instantaneous happiness, you could do that. But like I said, play around with this. I think this is a fun way. This is kind of an electronic version of that action plan. But so far it has been the best app that I have found to be able to kind of manage in a planner mode, right? So you can see these up here that show reoccurring. This is a reoccurring things that I've set up on here so far. See my leadership report, I run that daily. So you can see that pops up every single day to be done. And then of course when I do it, so I know I ran it yesterday and I know I ran it today. So I'm going to go ahead and mark those as complete since they're done. So I like to be able to have that. So yeah, so that's kind of that. Again, this is the web version. So it doesn't necessarily mean that, yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean that that was the only version, but that was the web version. Like I said, the app version is the version I have been playing with and that I feel most comfortable with so far. Who knows? Could change tomorrow. Might change my mind. I don't know. So working your Scentsy business is basically boiling down to staying on track, staying organized, staying focused, knowing what those goals are, knowing what you need to aim for, where you need to go, and how you can better prioritize your team if you have one or if you're working on building one. So again, make that a scalable system. This is what I wish I had done a long time ago, because when you're starting out with just one or a couple team members, it's easy. It seems really easy to keep up with people and know where everybody's at, know what's going on. But when your team starts to grow and you have that anxiety like I do of, oh man, I don't feel like I'm in touch with everybody, I kind of went into panic mode trying to figure out how to get back in touch. So being able to keep myself on track is helping with that a lot. So between the written action plan, between the app for Remember the Milk, and then my own personal organization of giving every day a theme, I hope I've kind of got a theory of success down. I hope. Time will tell. So that's kind of how we're working it this week, right? We're getting organized. We're looking at those goals. We're figuring out what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, and how we're going to do it. If you need accountability partners, check out the team. Reach out to your team members. Reach out to those tribe members and get some encouragement. Get some help when you're feeling lost and stuck. I'm going to try and put this file out there for you guys for the action plan so you guys can download it if you'd like, if you feel that helps you. And then, again, try that free app or just go on the web and go to rememberthemilk.com. Sign up for a free account. Try it out. See what works for you. Worth a shot, right? To help keep yourself on track. Like I said, I've jumped around from couple different ways of how I do things. So I think it all boils down to what works best for you. So what works best for you? Is it a planner? Is it an electronic list like on your phone? Is it an app like the Remember the Milk? Or is it actually sitting down and writing this action plan and making notes all week? I don't know. I don't know what works for you best. You're just going to have to try out some different things. Maybe do a couple different things all together. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing the Remember the Milk, and I'm doing the written action plan right now. I'm still using my planner as more of a high-level overview, but not focusing on it as much right now. So we'll see where that leads us. I think that's all I've got for you for this amazing Tuesday training day. Remember to join me again next week for another Tuesday training. Fun is in store because as we are chugging right along, we are almost to May. OMG, we are almost to May. Getting very excited for what's to come in Scentsy. So if you have questions at any time, feel free to holler at me, shoot me a message. Till next week. Peace, love, happiness. Bye.